Hey y'all, happy Monday! So I'm back after a crazy busy weekend. We just got back last night from Pennsylvania and I had a great time. Did a little bit of sourcing, watched my man bowl, we went to a baseball game, a great time. And now I have to get everything packed that sold over the weekend. Because come Friday, we're gonna do it all again, heading to West Virginia next weekend. So let's get packed. We are gonna start with this estate sale find. It is a aluminum rest that you would put like a hot iron on so it doesn't burn the counter. I paid $1, it sold for $17.95. Next up is a keychain, and we actually found a bunch of these in like a Ziploc bag at the bins, all different themes, but most of them were movie themed. And this one specifically is themed after the movie Die Hard. Kind of looks like a hotel key fob for the Nakatomi Tower from that movie. I paid $0.10 by weight, it sold for $8.46. Now we have to climb up to our Christmas bin where we keep our stockings, and this is a Wondershop stocking from Target. And I think they put these out most every year. They have a big version and a small version. Obviously this is the large one with the letter J on it. I paid $1, it sold for $12.71. Those are great sellers because people add babies and Mary into the family, and people want to add the letter for that person. Next up we have a wallet going out, and this was a thrift store find. I paid $1.99 for this pebbled leather Fossil wallet. Fossil's a good brand, just want to make sure it's in good condition. It sold for $12.71 with an offer. Next up is an estate sale find, and I actually picked up 2 or 3 of these quite some time ago at an estate sale, at least a year ago. And I'm not sure if this is the last one that I have left. Gotta find it first. It's been hanging out here in quite some time, and it's a small flat item, so nope, that's not it. It's probably buried all the way at the bottom. All right, here it is. So obviously this is a piece of Chevron advertising, you know, the gas station company, but this is like a promotional sewing kit, which I think is a very neat item that they gave away. I paid $0.25 for it at an estate sale. It sold for $7.95. Now we have a book going out. We actually have several books going out because we were running a sale on our media, and of course books were included in that. This book we picked up at a local estate sale that was held inside of a church. One of our companies like rents the church once a month, and they put a bunch of estate items in there. And this book is called Practically 17. It was written in 1967, so it's got some age on it. I just like the graphic when I saw it on the front. So I picked it up on 75% off day, so I paid $1. It sold for $11.21. Now we have a toy type item going out, and this is from a highway sale we went to recently. It's a vintage Donald Duck plastic sand pail, but I love that it's got Mickey and all that on the handle there. I paid $2. It sold for $16.95. And now we have to climb up and grab our bin that we are keeping our glass ball Christmas ornaments in. I've picked up a lot of these recently. It started at that estate sale that was kind of like a hoarder garage type situation. I got a bunch there, but then I found this next one that we sold at an estate sale, and it was the only one at the estate sale that I picked up. This is a shiny bright ball, and it's got the mica little bell on it, and it's a maybe 2.5, 3-inch size ball. So it's good size. I paid 50 cents, it sold for $11.01, but I've been finding Shiny Bright like crazy lately, and it's good because those vintage Christmas ornaments are selling right now. Next up we have a pennant going out, and this is a little one, and it is the Cleveland Indians, which, you know, Chief Wahoo, they don't use that name or logo anymore, now they're the Guardians, and we actually got this for free at a yard sale, but people just gave us the whole stack, and it sold for $5.06. That's heading to Australia, which I think is pretty cool. Like I said, we sold quite a few paperbacks this weekend, and this is the next one that's going out. It's called Shadow Eyes. It is a 1984 paperback, and I'm guessing it's of the horror mystery type theme. This came from an estate sale where we got a lot of books that were just like this at. It sold for $6.71. We only paid 50 cents. And I left the ornament container down so I didn't have to climb up there multiple times because we've actually sold 3 things out of this box today. This next set is a lot of 8 different ornaments. They're small and they look like bells and lanterns, things like that. I paid about $2 for them at the estate sale. They sold for $25.46 as a lot. And another pennant is going out. This time I know exactly which one I'm looking for. It's right here. It is the New York Yankees, although the colors and the way it looks, it kind of seems more Mets themed, which I think is kind of weird. We got it for a quarter at a highway sale. It sold for $10. That was a good pickup. We've got tons of pennants for like $3 at that highway sale. So, you know, as they sell, it's all just profit. Pretty awesome. Now, where is the item that I'm looking for now? Also another item that's been hanging out for quite some time, and here it is. It is a vintage Fizz Whiz bottle cap, and it's got like a Farm Bureau insurance advertising promotion on it. A little giveaway item. I paid a quarter, it sold for $5. And more books going out. I actually love when the books are selling because I like picking them up. Sometimes it's just the color, sometimes it's something I read as a kid, like these Goosebump books that just trigger a special memory, and I love when somebody else wants them as well. This is a lot of 4 Goosebumps books that I picked up at the bins, so I paid a quarter a piece. So this whole set right here cost me $1, and they sold for $8.96 on the sale that I was running this past week. I think I'm probably going to run that media sale again sometime soon because those items move pretty good for me, and I'd like to thin my stash a little bit more. But right now we are grabbing a bowling ball bag. I found this at the highway sale we went to last weekend. It was in an old lady's driveway and she only had $1 on it, which I'm never not paying $1 for a bag when it's in good condition. It sold for $29.95, and I think the person who bought it's actually going to use it for a bowling ball as opposed to, you know, kind of a kitschy looking purse. Have another keychain going out, and this is a set of boy and girl, like Dutch people, cute little souvenir, and it's actually going to the UK. I paid a quarter, it sold for $5.95. Now this next item is a bins find. You guys might remember my video where I found this. I didn't know if I was going to find all the parts and all the lids, but I did. This is a set of 4 nesting cans. So we have flour, sugar, coffee, and tea. They all fit inside of each other, which is awesome for packing and shipping. I paid $2 by weight. They sold for $25.46. Now next up is something that I bought at an estate sale, and I thought I was going to use it, but I just never got around to it, and it was just kind of hanging out, and so I decided to list it and said, if it sells, it sells. If not, maybe I'll use it down the road. This is like a little crossbody sling bag, and it's kind of like a fanny pack, but goes across your chest, and I thought this would be great for yard selling. I just never got around to using it, so like I said, I listed it. I paid $1 at an estate sale. It sold for $12.95. Nice little bag if you're traveling or at a theme park. Great to have items like that around. Now this little platter here was a pickup from a thrift store, Savers actually, up in Northern Virginia, and it ended up costing me $2.50 because I had a half off coupon, and it sold for $15.26. Now we have some wall plaques going out, little wall decor. Just got to find the right set that we're looking for. Nope, it's not the teapots. Here we go. So this is a set of 2 made by Home Interiors in 1997. They're like jam and jelly jars. So fun little kitchen decor. I paid $1 for the set. They sold for $11.95. Alright, now we have some more books going out, but these are actually like a cross theme thing. So they're more specifically geared towards stamp collectors. This is a collector set, and boy is it heavy, of stamps related to World War II. And so there's 5 different books in this collection. This was issued by the post office, and each book kind of goes over the things that happened that year of the war. I got this at that estate sale that was kind of being run like a yard sale where I got my filing cabinet for free. This was also free, so awesome item. Somebody sent me a $25 offer, I accepted, and boy is that thing heavy. It's like 9 pounds for the whole set. Here's our last bunch of ball ornaments going out. These ones all have stripes. There's 11 pieces. I paid about $3. They sold for $33.96. Now last weekend on the way to our highway sale, I did stop at an estate sale and I got a bunch of stationery, including a box of these vintage Siamese cats. Really great colors, love them, but I decided to split them into lots of 6 and sell those. So I have maybe a nickel into these, and the set of 6 sold for $12.95. They had that stationery 4 boxes for $1, and those were all in one box, so a great pickup for me. Next up, we have this fossil purse going out. Pretty brown leather. Still got the key little attachment to it. Paid $4.99 at a thrift store. It sold for $29.95. one more paperback book going out. This is All Quiet on the Western Front. Got to figure out where I have it hiding at. This book was a bins pickup, paid $0.25 for it. Sometimes when I find paperback books at the bins, if it's a really familiar title, you would think, oh, they made so many of them, it's not worth picking up. But sometimes they are. You know, you just got to look it up and do your comps accordingly. And I like the way the cover on this one looked. It's in good condition. So I paid $0.25 for it, and it ended up selling for $6. Not a huge score, but $0.25 into $6, I'll do it every day. And included in the media sale was also all of my DVDs. I think I am going to restart that. Maybe I'll get that going tonight or tomorrow. I like seeing some of this stuff finding new homes. This is the 2-disc special edition of the movie Hellboy, and I found this at a thrift store for only 59 cents. It sold for $5.96 on that sale. I think it was 30% off that sale. So quite a good discount that people got on those items. Now we have an item that's been hanging around for a long time. I picked this up at a yard sale, and it's like a little lantern you'd put a tea light or something in, and it's Day of the Dead theme, pretty teal color. I paid 50 cents for it. It sold for $8 with an offer. All right, our last paperback book of the day going out. I know I said only one more when I pulled the last one, but I was wrong. There's one more. This is the book Death Coach, and it is from 1981, so it is a vintage scary story type book, and I picked this up at the bins for $0.25. It sold for $5. And our last item going out today is going to be yet another pennant. This time it is a football themed one, and it is the Denver Broncos versus the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. This pennant is from 1999, and it has been hung up, so it does have some little pinholes in it, but still a very cool thing. Paid $0.25. It sold for $10.55. So all of the stuff in this video cost me $29.47, and it all sold for $399.03 plus shipping, but that number is before fees are taken out. I'm pretty happy with it. Lots of items going out first thing on a Monday morning, and we'll see you guys soon with another video of what's sold.